I'm gonna tell you how's it going. I'm excited like a mug right now, man. I've been following your career, dude, from the beginning, man. I mean, seriously, I mean, you know, because I'm cool with Lester, right? And we together, and everything he puts online, I'm like checking it out. You know what's the most gravitating thing about you that I saw is at the Tyler Perry birthday party.
Okay, dope.
You did the Tevin Campbell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It blew my mind. I posted it, man. I showed people all around, man. That was phenomenal. Is that a part of your press package?
No, that just happened. I was booked to, sing like 2 or 3 songs of my songs at the party.
Right.
But it like I guess like a karaoke or a sing along, and he just walked around the room basically and asked me to come up and sing, and yeah, it was just a random moment.
But I'm saying the way you picked them pipes up when it happened, dude, you turned it on, boy. I was like, dude, I ain't never heard nobody sing Tevin Campbell like that on the fly.
Thank you. No, it was definitely.
Log on to alabamahiphopradio.com and tune in to the biggest influencers, tastemakers, and DJs on Alabama Hip Hop Radio.
Just warming up. Y'all still with us?
A new way to listen.
You have a huge following, Jay. And man, I know you were born in Memphis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're from. Man, how did you get started in this industry? I mean, I know you had a phenomenal voice. Was it church?
So born and raised in Memphis. I actually started singing in school. Elementary school? Yeah.
Real?
Yeah, it was just I don't remember exactly like why I was singing, but I was singing in class, and I remember the word got back to my choir teacher. And long story short, my choir teacher, her name is Miss Sullivan. Shout out to Miss Sullivan if you see this. She put me to the side one day after school, and she told me to sing for her. I sung to her, and she was just telling me like, you have such a beautiful voice. And she asked me to be a part of the Black History program. So that was the first time I hit the stage. The first song I was Swing Low Sweet Chariot. And yeah, it's just been a consistent thing since then. Once everybody found that I could sing, once I found out I could sing, I just kept singing.
Hey, this is Tanya right here. Tanya.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Pleasure to meet you. Very excited to do this interview with you. Thank you so much for coming on.
No, thank you.
Listen, the album is phenomenal. Now listen to the focus group. I was telling Aletta I had a focus group. People listened to it. It was all vibing. Everybody who came, I got to buy them lunch, but it's so worth it because the feedback I got is this album is about relationships, man. When you first came out with the first song, it kind of set the stage. It's almost like, we were talking about that earlier. It's almost like a movie, man. Your movies, your album is a soundtrack, actually.
It really is. It really is.
Because
thank you.
The emotion that you give in this album. Let me ask you a secret question real quick. Probably not going to be so secret. But when you was writing this album, man, did you have a muse? Did you have something that was inspiring you to make this album? Because every song is about something I know I went through in my life.
Wait, are we talking about Honest? Right?
Yes.
The whole album, Honest. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what matter of fact, you was the one who asked me about it, right? At least, I mean, damn. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, my creative process is kind of all over the place. I pull from different things, I could be, just in a hardship in life. It doesn't matter. I just like to channel the energy and put it into music. I like to create stories. I like to, just pull from anything and everything. So a lot of it is personal experience as well, but I could have a conversation with my mom. I could have a conversation with my best friend and anything that they're going through. I like to just pull from all different parties for real. And it's just, it could come from whatever. I could watch a movie and something that happened in a movie or a line that was said could inspire something,
Mm-hmm.
So what's your writing? I mean, what's your writing style? Okay, when you see what you experience from your family member or whoever it may be, you go write it right away, or it lingers in your brain, where you go into the studio, hear a beat, and then that's when you tell the story.
Yeah, so I do 2 things. I love to like make notes in my phone, and I just have like this long note full of quotes, or like full of sings or anything that somebody may have said that stood out to me, and I just write it down. And most times when I'm creating, I have the beat, or my producer sends me something, or even if I have a melody in my head, I'll send that melody to my producer and have him create a beat around it. He send it back to me, and then I write to it. But I love to I'm a melody guy, so I put the beat on and I just record plenty of melodies. Like, it's just a plethora of melodies, and I go back through and like whatever sticks. So I give myself like a day, and like the next day, if I'm at the park or if I'm at the store and I start singing that melody that I sung yesterday, I'm like, okay, cool, that sticks. That's embedded in my head, and I just kind of, that's my way of, if it sticks to me, I feel like it's gonna stick to my fans. So that's just how I, do it.
Gotcha. So you got a question for him?
Yeah, actually, I do. What would you say is the best advice you've received professionally when you first started out?
When I first started out, well, it wasn't when I first started out. It was more recent than anything, and that was just understand that at the end of the day, it's all business. That
Right.
was probably the best advice. I mean, it was more to it than just that, but overall, it's just to look at it as a business, not just a business, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I had to get out of I had to make that transition from I love making music. Oh, I just love making music, and it's a happy space, and da 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 da. And it's like, no, you know what I'm saying. You have to step into those artist shoes, and you have to step into that business mind, and that just grown man shoes.
Mhm.
And so that's probably the best thing I've learned, and I try to maneuver and handle life with that.
Yeah,
That's really good advice, I think.
Yeah.
I know a guy who told you something like that right there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, plugging into that, what would you say is the worst advice you've received?
The worst advice, and I try to tell anybody, if you come into it, the worst advice I could have ever, it's not even that I was given this advice, it's just listening to any and every piece of input, and knowing when to separate. So now when people criticize or when people critique, let me say critique, I learned to separate what I need and what I don't need from it, because it's easy for people to, first, they put off their traumas or their fears onto you. Second, you have to know that, like, what God has given me, I shouldn't expect everybody to understand it, or or latch on to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm
Right.
doing, what's true to me, and it's different for me, and my gift is going to make room for me. So yeah.
Me and Tanya, what we did with, when we listened to the album, and I incorporate the other people too. Well, we tried to listen to the album in a way of we were you, right? So we were trying to feel the
Yeah.
emotion that you felt. And when you sing a song, it
Mm.
makes me feel that emotion. It's because when you sing, it sounds so freely. It's like you don't even have to try to sing. It just comes out like so naturally.
Yeah.
So natural.
The first video, the video that I like that you made was that video with the bartender.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was talking to the home dude, and he
Yeah.
saw the girl. He was looking at the girl with the other dude, and man, the pain on his face when he
Oh.
saw her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that song right there really touched me, man, because I played it for her before we even knew we was gonna ever interview.
Yeah,
I got a
absolutely.
video I want you to see right here. Watch the pain on this dude's heart. And then
We talked about it.
he was like, "Oh man, here come old girl." Then you was singing. I thought that was perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was, I thought so too.
He was narrating the story, sort of like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this single that you put out, and we played it a lot in Mobile. You're Not Right for Me.
Mm.
That video was deep because, first of all, I wanted to be at the party. That party looked so eclectic, dude. You know what I mean? What were you trying to say in that song?
Exactly what it says. I make a lot of, if you listen to my music, it's a lot of heartbreak, a lot of ballads, a lot of, real slow, mid-ish songs. And, I really just wanted to vibe and just have fun. And I felt like I wanted to make something that was more liberating feeling almost, versus, just sad. Even though I think my fans, they love the sad music. I love creating sad music. I love, heartbreak. That's my
pipe
go-to.
for it, man. You got the pipe for it.
Seriously.
I love it.
Doing it. Keep doing it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Jay, it's like when I heard the song, it like touched me. It's like even when I listen to your album, I can't describe this anymore than I'm just amazed because the songs that you put in this album, dude, I've experienced every different one of those emotions. And that's
Oh, yeah.
our podcast is called Emotions. It's about how when you make a song, how does it make you feel? You remember that one song that Frank Velvet made? You already know that song right there is a party song for your parents, right?
Yeah.
And you remember it. And some songs are classics. And
Yeah.
I think the music that you do, bro, it touches your heart. Like it's another one I want to tell you about. Circles going in circles.
Oh,
First of all,
Uh-huh.
like how you come right into the beat right away. You as soon as it like 1, 2, boom.
yeah.
And the second verse is how you break it down into the second verse. Well, no, the first verse.
Mm-hmm.
How did he say it? Either you do or you don't. You will or you won't. Either you do or you don't. Woo! That hit me right there. Now tell me when somebody that had to be one of the quotes you wrote down.
Wait, say it one more time.
The song of the first verse when you was like, either you do or you don't. Either you will or you won't. You know what I mean? Like, girl, either you with me or you're not. Either you want to do it or you don't. And that verse right there kind of caught me. Then on the second verse, when you started singing the song with the melodic thing, and every dude just felt this emotion. I think you know where I'm at with the song when I say this. The emotion is, when I met you, thought I had one. You know,
Women feel the same way though.
yeah. We thought we had a jam. We got this girl, man. We finally got the girl. I got one.
Yeah.
You realize it's magician. It's like magic. It messed it all up.
Yeah.
Now, when you wrote that verse, man, did you pull from something?
I actually have to shout out my boy Felly the Voice. He's an incredible songwriter. And he helped me pen that one. And that I gotta get that to him. You know, we was just vibing out. I told him, you know, what I want to talk about on the song, and we went back and forth on it. And so shout out to Felly. And
I
Felly,
think my favorite song. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, babe.
I was just saying, I think my favorite song, honestly, on the album is is Close to Me, because I think we have all felt emotionally unavailable throughout our life, you know, and our dating careers. And you find somebody you're really vibing with and it feels so good. And you're just like, yeah. And then you're like, wait, no, I have to turn this around. And I think that for me was one of my favorite. It was so emotionally invoking.
Yeah, and it's real, and it's, you know, if you're anything like me, I made that song in my mind. I kept saying it's for my Leos. I'm a Leo.
Told you.
Oh no, he's a Leo.
Yeah, but no, I feel like it's so many people that, you know, go through those roller coasters. Especially when you've been hurt in the past, it's hard to like open up and, you know, just trust someone with your heart. And I know you shouldn't really give 100% of yourself to somebody, but you want to. That's the goal. I feel like that's what we live for, to be able to share love and share life with people that we love. And I just want that song was just dear to my heart, and I pinned that one. You know, the emotional.
I love it.
That was you.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. I love that one.
Yeah.
Now just staying on this album, I couldn't decide which would I think you be your next single should be. I think Going in Circles, because it comes right out the music. It don't take an 8 count to get into it. Takes a 4 count, and that's what radio likes. You know, I was saying the shorter the song is, the more rotations you're gonna play. Because I'm from radio. I used to do radio in Dallas like 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
The song Trophy.
Trophy.
Yeah, that's right. That song right there is my song. I made that song for me. You ain't met me yet, but dude, I've been trying to tell girls this for the last 20 years. Like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you made that song, it had to be some type of on your B part, on your half, like, you know what I mean, dude, I'm the prize right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you got to remind people. Sometimes you got to remind yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Mhm.
and be cocky and say like I'm the best thing about this relationship, but just because I want you to see my worth, I want you to know that I want you to see what I see, and also it could just be for the person, you know, to see their own worth. You know what I'm saying? So I made it from a few different places, but it wasn't just to say like, you know, you need to know that I'm the best, and you know, between both of us, or you should be catering just to me because I am it, but you know, just a mutual thing. Like I want you to know and see me for what I am, and I want to see myself for what I am as well.
I like where you took it there, man, because that's kind of
Yeah.
like what I was saying. I was like, yo, you missing out. You know, I ain't saying I'm the best, but I'm saying, girl, I'm definitely a trophy.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, you know now.
When I listened to the song, it was like for me more so than the girl, actually. You know what I mean? It was for me to say, look, be down on myself, dude. Just because she broke up with you or something, you know, that don't mean that you're not your own king. So
Right.
I
Right.
appreciate that one, man. Everybody's
So
been,
it can be used in different ways.
yeah, I like that.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Absolutely.
All right,
Mhm.
so just a couple more questions. This question, well, it's actually a statement. When I had the people in the focus group, they all told me about this song, Unchangeable.
Oh yeah.
That song
Mm.
is deep. Tanya, you like that song.
I love that song.
So you actually
Yeah.
listen to that song.
Well, I guess more or less, what was the inspiration behind that one? Because I mean, it was just so deep, and I guess the best thing I can say about it is that it is unchangeable. Love can be unchangeable, but I guess it depends on where you're coming from with it. I really want to know what your perspective and where you came from when you wrote this song.
So I actually wait. Let me make sure I say the name of the song right. 1 second.
Oh, that's cool, man. You got songwriters and stuff. That's big time, Jay.
I love it.
Um, I'm
Matter of
trying
fact,
to.
a lot of people actually said they like that song.
Yeah.
And when I hit him with this last song, he's got to. I mean, he's got to feel this one.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was trying to remember the song that I sampled, but I actually played around with Ingrid. It's Michelson, or
Hmm.
The Way I Am. I don't know if you know that song, Cause I love. Yeah. So I basically
Yeah.
sampled that in
Hey, that was
Unchanged,
cool right there. I like that one right there too.
and I always forget
I like that
the
one.
song, but
It's a deep, penetrating song. You know.
yeah, that was basically it. I just vibed out, and um, it's it's really self-explanatory, unchangeable. It's like no matter what, like this is how I feel. I'm gonna always love you, and yeah,
Yeah, I even had a few people that I used to date tell me that same thing about that song.
yeah.
That's their song. I was like, okay, we're not dating no more. All right.
Mhm.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah, but the feelings are unchangeable.
That's correct. That was perfect.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's not, we gone now, but that's okay.
it's
Now,
okay.
let's
It's all
talk
right.
about the feature song that me and Tanya been debating back and forth all the time. But we've got the same emotion. Ghost.
Oh man, that's
See,
like
Yeah,
the worst ever.
ghost. Everybody hates being ghosted. Oh my God.
Why? Why do
that's
it?
really. I wrote it. I had a friend that was going through like getting ghosted at the time, and we were joking about it. And I legit went and wrote a song about it. But
Oh
it happens
man.
to all of us. It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like. It doesn't like anybody and everybody is capable of being ghosted. And I really just wanted to make something that was like super relatable and something that we all well, I know I've been through it. Kinda.
I doubt if
Yeah.
you been through it, Jay.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I have been ghosted, but I kind of been through it. I have definitely been a ghoster. It happened.
Oh,
That's awesome.
So, yeah. Yeah, it happens, and I just thought it was just a dope song, and I'm really proud of the song.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
should
think
be. It's
everybody's
great.
gonna relate to that song though, for
Yeah.
real. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've been ghosted a couple of times. I think I was a little bit in too deep to the relationship than she was.
It happens. Yeah, it happens. And it happens for many reasons. It doesn't always have to be a bad reason on the person that got ghosted. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people are life, sometimes people need to shut down. You know, sometimes people get scared because you're getting too close to them and they just got to run.
Yes.
You know, that's my reasoning. Like in times that I have ghosted, it's because like, you know, I get overwhelmed. I'm an overthinker, like at heart. And sometimes I just feel like, especially if you're used to like disappointing per se in relationship or, you know, with people that you care about, sometimes it's just easier to just, you know, slide on out of their way. And you think you're good, you know, but you're not.
Yeah, you sung that in the song. You were saying it's best for me to leave. You know,
sounds good.
It's real, yeah.
It's best for me to go and dip on out right now. You know, you say that's exactly what the song says. That's exactly what the song says, bro. Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about this song. Now it's one person like this song. That's because he a thug, dude. He from the streets. We promote concerts stuff like that. So he picked this song, "Monsters Don't Lie."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his favorite song. You know, tell me where you came from with that one.
I actually co-wrote that with my girl America. Shout out to America. And yeah, we just jammed out. We penned, and I loved how she wordplayed with the monsters. You know, monsters don't lie. They lie under my bed. They lie next to me. Like she played with us so much. And I thought it was just super, super dope. And it's real, you know.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I had a few monsters myself.
Yeah, I've had a few.
Right there, right there. It's a monster. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of like, you know, sleeping with the enemy type vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
You want to get up out the bed, but you don't.
But you don't. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a fun question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you could make a song about the last 24 hours, what would it sound like? And could you sing us a couple of notes?
Like your last 24 hours on Earth.
Yeah, like the last 24 hours. What would it be? What would you call it? And how would it sound?
It would be about like, so I've been under the weather these last few days, so it will be about that. I'm gonna pass on singing right now.
Okay.
Only because I'm in recovery mode. If I can show y'all my medicine over there and stuff.
It's cool. It's cool.
Fair enough.
As much when I'm under the weather.
If it's anybody that I know could bust the melody out right off.
It's him, yeah, for sure.
I've seen it done right in front of Tyler Perry.
Oh, that's not the issue. That's not the issue.
That ain't the issue at all. This dude right here, but boy, I'm telling you, I'm one of your biggest fans down here, man, in Mobile, Alabama.
Yes.
Earth, I'm your biggest fan, bro. I've been listening to you for such a long time, dude. And I appreciate you taking the time out to come on the Emotions podcast, because that's what the podcast is about. It's talking about the emotions that the song make you feel. And as a songwriter, you have an emotion that you want your audience to feel when you sing it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And then to touch back on what you said earlier, you was like, it makes you remember, you know, certain things. And that's what I always pride myself off of, like making sure that, well, in hopes that my music will make memories. Like, you know, when I think of the music, and I hear certain songs, I hear certain Luther Vandross, so I hear a Johnny Taylor.
Yeah.
I think of certain memories with my mom and my grandma. And I feel like that's like the power of music, because not only with evoking emotions and like bringing out emotions, and, you know, it's a way we communicate, but it's also a way we hold on to memories. And I thought that was super dope. I started, you know, really just paying attention to it. Like I could listen to a certain song and I remember like what the cooking smelled like in my grandma's house. Like, I'm serious. Like I hear certain songs. Like the other day I was riding and I was listening to Betty Wright. It came on my show. Yeah. And I was like, wow, it just brought back so many memories. And I thought that was just, you know, super, super dope. And I was like, you know, one day I am doing it and I want to continue to do it, you know, with my own music. And
thank you, man. I appreciate it. If you can give me one more time, like I'm Jay Howell, and this is the Emotions Podcast.
Hey, what's up? This is Jay Howell, and I'm tuned in with the Emotions Podcast.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Get well, man. Thank you for taking the time out to do this, man. Tell Valletta I say hello. Valletta, you there?
Hey, Valletta.
I think she's on.
But anyway, man, look, we're gonna build this thing up. It's gonna become a phenomenon. Well, you're gonna hear it a lot. Emotions Podcast. I'm coming for everything.
Hey, but thank y'all for having me. I truly appreciate it.
Get well,
Thank you, sir. Feel better, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.